Alright, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and as you can see, we have sneak peek number 2 for the June update in Marvel Future Fight. And it is, as you would expect, a Winter Soldier sneak peek. So, let's talk about it because things are actually getting pretty spicy. As you can see right here, we have the typical greetings from CM Fragment, and he basically says, as Captain America's oldest friend, which obviously that is Bucky Barnes, so right away you know this is Winter Soldier. And to be honest, it's a Falcon and Winter Soldier update. So if yesterday's sneak peek number 1 gave us confirmation that we're getting a new uniform for Falcon along with his tier 3, it stands to reason that Winter Soldier wouldn't be far behind. Now, Winter Soldier already has his tier 3 that was done a long time ago. I don't know if they're gonna redo his tier 3 for this update, and honestly, I don't think they need to. I think he has one of the coolest tier 3s in the game. He pulls up on his bike, he basically shoots everything up, he throws the bike at you and then blows it up. Like, I'll show it at the end, but like, his tier 3 is one of the coolest in the game. It's just that the rest of his kit is kind of old. So that's the reason, if he already has his tier 3, this could only means he's getting a new uniform. And this should have been given to him when he first got his tier 3 years ago. So I am very, very happy for this. All right, let's read the rest of this. It says, as Captain America's oldest friend, and to redeem what he has done in the past, this hero has decided to forge his own path. Now, obviously, anybody who knows anything about the Winter Soldier knows that he's been basically manipulated by Hydra throughout his history, right? He saved Captain America, sacrificed himself. However, he was captured by Hydra. They basically brainwashed him and just been using him throughout the Cold War, throughout the years, basically taking him off ice, using him to kill a bunch of people, and then putting him back on ice, and then just redoing the process. Basically, turning him into a cold-blooded killer, aka the Winter Soldier. Still love him though because he's kind of pure-hearted. Who the heck is texting me at this time? Listen, we making a video. Calm down. Okay. Anyways, so his battle skills and strong powers as an assassin are sure to be of great help to the new Captain America, which is pretty cool, right? He was the old Cap's best friend and faithful partner, and now he's new Cap's good friend. I don't know, I wouldn't say best friend, I don't know, right? We'll see, right? And faithful partner as well. So it's pretty cool. It's really cool what they did with Falcon and Winter Soldier. By the way, guys, I am going to watch the entire Falcon and Winter Soldier miniseries before the update drops. Okay, some of y'all coming for my necks in the comments. I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna start it tonight. All right, by the end of the week we'll have it done. So give me a break, guys. Your boy busy, man. We working, we getting that money. We're getting that money so we can gamble, you know, and do a whole bunch of shenanigans. Anyways, let's take a look at the sneak peek here because there's some hidden gems within the sneak peek, just like yesterday with Falcon, and it's actually pretty cool what they did here. All right, let's pause it right there. Hold up, because this is very, very important. Shout out to the Future Fight team for doing this. I've seen some people complain that they don't really like his face, and to be honest, it kind of looks a little weird, but it's just a sneak peek, right? So we'll see what happens. However, what is most important here are actually the words that we see throughout this little montage, this little trailer, if you will. Longing, rusted, daybreak, furnace, 9, benign, homecoming, 1, and freight car. For those of you guys who don't know, these are trigger words for the Winter Soldier. When spoken in Russian, they'll basically make him compliant. Anyone who speaks these exact words to him, I believe in this exact same order in Russian, he will basically take orders from them. It will basically just make him essentially your assassin, your puppet. And if you say, hey, go kill Taskmaster for me, guess what? He's gonna go kill Taskmaster for you. These are the words they programmed in his brain. So basically, he can be a sleeper agent that they can use and abuse as much as they see fit. It is quite sad what happened to Bucky. However, it is nice to see that he is moving past it. And big shout out to the Future Fight team for actually finding a way to put this in here. For any Winter Soldier fan, they would know. And you can see it throughout the sneak peek. You can see the words basically just keep flashing, right? In different like writing. So right here, you can see Homecoming, you can see Benign, you can see Nine, you can see Furnace at the top there, right? So really, really cool sneak peek. It looks like he might be getting 2 different outfits because the one on the left looks very much so different than the one on the right. Man, if he's getting 2 new outfits, that could be really, really good, or that could be really, really bad. It's kind of giving me that Black Widow vibe. Actually, I don't think he's getting 2. Nah, I think it's the same one. You're just seeing 2 different sides, but it looks so different. Like it could very well be just a whole nother person. Nah, it's not another person, right? Because if you go back, this is clearly Winter Soldier because of the arm, right? But if you look at the one on the right here, it kind of looks like a different person because his face and the skin tone looks a bit darker, right? So I don't know, it looks really, really strange. Like, I want to say that the person on the right is Bucky, but if you look at the face, right, it looks a bit darker because like even the collar, no man, I feel like it's the same one. It has to be the same one. Like I can't figure it out, boys. Like, is he getting 2 uniforms or is he getting 1? And if he's getting 2, will it be like Black Widow and Yelena, where 1 is for PvP and 1 is for PvE? Honestly, I wouldn't mind that because Black Widow right now, she's still a beast for like AC and she can still hold it down in timeline. She's not the greatest no more because Sentry exists, right? But Black Widow and Yelena, being able to turn them off and turn them on as you see fit, basically turn them into a PvE character and then turn them into a PvP character, it's really, really cool. So if they want to do something similar for Winter Soldier, I'm here for it. Once upon a time, Winter Soldier was pretty damn good for PvP. Right? So if they want to try and give him like a PvE uniform and a PvP uniform, I would be here for it. But I don't know if that's what they're trying to do. Maybe the one on the left here is the same as the one on the right. I don't know. I really don't know. Let me know in the comments. Maybe your boy's losing it. Okay, maybe I need to get my eyesight checked. That might be the case, right? But for sure, I think it is the Winter Soldier. There would be no reason for them to put another person in here, but the skin tone just kind of has me a little flustered. However, moving on, as you can see at the bottom here, it says, we are now investigating the supervillain to be introduced next, which means the next sneak peek is going to be even spicier than these first 2. Because if it's a Falcon and Winter Soldier update, and we saw Falcon first, it stands to reason that Winter Soldier was next up. So it's nice that they got the obvious ones out the way. My money for the next one is Baron ZEMO. That's a pretty obvious one, and it is very fitting. ZEMO, I'm really hoping can finally be meta. They can make some money off him, and people who spent money on him like myself because we liked him can finally get some more out of him than just being a squad battle leadership or ABX leadership, okay? Because ZEMO right now is just so bad, and I feel like he should be pretty close to what Nick Fury is. That's what I've always wanted for Baron ZEMO, right? I want him to be as useful as somebody like Nick Fury is for like World Boss Legend, but hopefully he gets an awakening skill and he can be useful for World Boss Legend so he can buff your villains. So hopefully ZEMO is next. If not, maybe it's gonna be US Agent, but I would prefer that the next sneak peek be Baron ZEMO. Now, before we go, I just want to go over Winter Soldier's kit very briefly in this uniform right here, because unlike Falcon, he's actually a pretty good character. Like, he's not great right now. And by the way, look at his tier 3 animation. His tier 3 animation is absolutely amazing. And his tier 3 skill is pretty darn cool too. So like, they don't necessarily need to change it. Let me just build it up really quickly here. Do I have SFX turned on? Let me just make sure SFX is off. So let's turn it on. Like, I really like his tier 3. Like, he just basically becomes a shadow, bro, like a ghost. He just lights you up, throws the bike at you, it blows up in your face, and he's just gone, bro. You're dead. Like, he's cold-blooded, right? So really, really like Winter Soldier's tier 3. It's just the rest of his kit just kind of feels dated. One thing I do think he needs, for sure, is a heal. And I do think they should change the accumulation that he has here from damage taken to damage dealt. But maybe if they gave him a heal, a decent heal, it wouldn't matter if it's damage taken or damage dealt. However, damage taken always means you have to take damage first before you can start ramping up your damage and start killing people super fast. So damage dealt, in my opinion, is always going to be superior because you don't have to rely on tanking a big hit and then retaliating from that. But we've seen people like Luke Cage just become an absolute nightmare with damage taken. We also have Sharon Rogers. So, you know what I'm saying? Either versions of accumulation is good as long as the character has a way to sustain, because there's so many ways to penetrate damage immunity. It's just not safe enough. It's not what it used to be. Right. So next thing I do think they should do for him is actually buff his 4-star passive. Instead of like 5% HP, maybe they could change this to 30% HP. They could do something like what they did for Iron Fist. Iron Fist actually got one of the best 4-star passives in the game. It's like 30% all attack for 5 seconds, and it's only a 1 second cooldown. It's 10% chance when he's attacking, but he has so many hits on his skills that this is pretty much always going to proc when you hit his 5th skill, and that's where you always proc. So they could do something like that for him, right? They could definitely give him, a 30% HP buff or a 30% attack buff. I think 30% HP would be nice. That way you're not straight up just copying Iron Fist. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents there. As for his 5th skill, I think this is a pretty easy buff for them to upgrade. Just go from 10% across the board to 30% across the board. That's pretty standard for the Frenzy buff, or they could go as far as what they did for a Sentry. But hey man, Sentry's a next level beast, right? So he has like 40 on all that, so like it's pretty nasty, right? Next up is the Iframe Ignore, and I think Winter Soldier has one of the coolest Iframe Ignore abilities in the game. Like, for example, somebody like Supergiant, right? I'm just using Supergiant because she's very new and people are having a lot of fun with her. So Supergiant's 3rd skill, it has Iframe Ignore on it, which means when you use her 3rd skill, no matter what the enemy is doing, she will be able to attack them. She can ignore iframe. However, Winter Soldier is a little bit different because his 4th skill actually allows his other skills to get the ignore iframe buff, which means if he does the 4th skill, all of his other skill can now start hitting you for the next 3 seconds. It's pretty freaking cool. It's actually amazing in my opinion, right? So if they want to keep this in his new uniform, I think it would be dope, but obviously I would want them to give him the regular iframe ignore skill as well. But this ability is really cool. So would like to see them keep it because it's one of the only skills. I think it's the only skill in the game that does this. Enables attacking enemies who've activated the ignore targeting effect. Essentially, this skill, after you use it, all of your other skills now have iframe ignore for 3 seconds. Obviously, it's only 3 seconds, so you're only going to get off like 1 skill. Maybe if you cancel another skill, maybe 2, right? However, really cool ability, so hopefully they keep that. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. I cannot wait to see how much they improve this guy, because once upon a time he was hailed as one of the best characters in the game for PvE content. I don't think he's gonna be eclipsing Mephisto, Sentry, or Null anytime soon. That was a different time. That was a different era. But if they could give us something special with Winter Soldier, I would be very happy, because he got his tier 3 in an update that was basically revolved around him, and he kind of flopped because he didn't get a uniform, right? So hopefully this time around it's something fantastic that was worth the wait. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.